Hi, everyone. Hey, what's up? It's Wednesday. We're hanging around. It's a Wednesday morning. I've got 2 beverages, and maybe there's some water left in that thing. If the situation gets dire. Water's a nighttime drink, you know? Honestly. There's some stuff out. I know, you know, I'm going to cruise through some video games and check out a few things. Rhea Ripley has appeared in Call of Duty this morning, so I want to see what that looks like. Might check in on my water lady research. I'm researching a water lady. I don't know how many hours are left on that, but you know, there's a water lady. I don't know. We were talking about Warframe a bunch. I don't know, man. Warframe. Yeah, a bunch of different directions we could go in, I guess, here today. To kind of see what's up. Yeah, I don't know. Let's you know what? Let's just let's see what's up with Rhea Ripley in Call of Duty. I don't know if the other characters are available yet. I think they're going to sell those later. I think that is how they're doing it. I should have launched this before the broadcast began because I know it's going to do the thing where it launches and then it's like, you need an update. And then it's going to launch again. But yeah, I guess it should be out on Game Pass now as well. This is the Steam version that I'm loading up here, but I don't know if that's a morning update or if that's something they do later in the day. But today is supposed to be the day for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on Game Pass. So if you, so I own, what do I own? They like put like wrestling music, like the style of wrestling. They go to a robot and type in wrestling game menu music for Call of Duty this season. I will wait for this update to update before I bother working with the capture stuff. This is great. This music sucks. And we have to hear it again here. Because the game has to restart. So I own the Steam version of Call of Duty. I also own the PlayStation version of the game. And but I do not own it on Xbox. But I did download it on Xbox at some point because, you know, Warzone is free to play. So it's like a weird thing where, like, even though, because I have valid purchases on other platforms, those characters come in, but it won't let me play the competitive multiplayer on Xbox because I don't own it there. It would only let me play Warzone. But now I guess that it's out on Game Pass. It's this weird thing where even though I'm playing primarily on other platforms, I can play it there too, which that's not a likely scenario, but it is a possible one with the game hitting on Game Pass. 217 gigs, you say? I don't think that's, let's find out. Let's go to browse local files. This is going to be a weird number because I still have last year's game installed. But I still have last year's game installed. Let's see if we can grab this audio. There we go. Grab this this video here. So I have I guess I don't have any of the zombies stuff installed or whatever. But like my Call of Duty install right now, which includes last year's game, because it's in the same directory and everything. It says 142 gigs. So I don't know what 200 number you're seeing, but I guess, maybe if that's everything installed, because again, we're at season 5, so they've added a ton of maps since launch, right? So the thing when they say, here's what next year's Call of Duty game file size is going to be, and then everyone goes, oh my God, what are they doing? You know, like gets all weird, mad about it. Like that's what they're thinking is the high end after all the other releases of content and stuff, and not necessarily the day one space requirement and whatever else. So I don't know, man. I have this game installed on a 2 terabyte hard drive. It's not. On console, I find myself uninstalling games every time I launch the console. I see something on the dashboard that I just go like, oh, I'm not going to play this again. Well, here's how far I made it on the Battle Pass last season. Four terabyte drives are 200 bucks. Nice. That's back up. Yeah, I don't remember what I paid for the 2 terabyte that I put in here. It was not a huge number. I did that last year at some point. I think there was a 1 terabyte that had been in here and it was always full. And then I was like, you know, I should see how much it would cost to replace that. And so I did. And I did. It's really thinking about this. I think they must make mother. Okay, well I guess I could just back out of that. Look at the fucking Cody Rhodes with a fucking gun. Look at this stupid fucking thing. Oh, look at this. He looks like it's got such a direct to cable, like it's got such a behind enemy lines. Oh, they're making a new 12 rounds? This 12 was this 12 rounds 4? 12 rounds 6? What do we have here? Look at Cody fucking Rhodes. Look at that. Tack gas. So does the store have Cody Rhodes yet, or no? Oh yeah, here he is. No, I guess not. I guess they're not. I guess they're not quite ready to sell. So what is this? 3 teams square off in quick, fast-paced mini games. Each round is a new game with a new objective. COD Warrior. Black Cell's active, everybody. Look out, look out. Watch out for that. Well, I don't know. Is there anything good on... Is there anything good on... Hey, look at that. They got a finishing move where you hit a guy with a chair. Here's a gun. Here's a new gun. Over here's a new gun. You put an STG in here, huh? Well, sure. And what is this? Static HV submachine gun. Why is it sitting on a wrestling belt? Well, I mean, I think we know why, but I like that we can just spin this around like it was a Smash Brothers trophy. It's weird because like there is this like kind of vague wrestling vibe to this season on the Battle Pass, but it doesn't seem like it's like fully it fully permeates 100% of it. Which I guess is always the way. They've got some stuff that you're like, the theme this time is undead guys with red fucking skulls or whatever. But like this time, at least they redid the menu music to just be, yes, some straight up fucking butt rock. You could fucking wipe down a Camaro to this music. All right. Well, what do we want to get? What do we actually want to get here? I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Let's get that gun. I think we got to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Let's just go into regular multiplayer so we can look at the characters and we can take a look at Rhea Ripley. Because Rhea Ripley's on the Battle Pass. The other two are sold separately. You want Rey Mysterio, you got to pay money specifically for Rey Mysterio. Rhea Ripley needs a better agent. You got to buy Cody Rhodes. You want Cody Rhodes. I assume she's on the bad guy side. Yeah.
Let's make history.
All right. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah. Oh, and I guess there are skins on the Battle Pass. There are skins on the Battle Pass. Yeah, this looks okay. I don't.
Rhea the goddess and Ripley the queen at your service.
At least that, I think, with Cheech and Chong being such bad voice experiences, I guess it's nice to hear that they seemingly recorded a lot of dialogue. I mean, if you're getting wrestlers, get them to fucking talk. It's like literally half their job is to talk good. Wait, no. So what do I hit L? No. Okay. I had to make that my favorite faction. I think it already was. So is there a finishing move that comes with? I don't know I assume I don't know what the name of her finish is. 'Cause I know in the trailer for the season they like the Crossroads is very clearly in here. Oh, it's Riptide, right? Okay. It's perfect in a lot of ways. Oh, it is still preloading those shaders because the button presses here on the menu are bad. There we go. Oh, it's like night and day. Yeah, let's see what this mode is. Oh, and she's got the dirty Dom neck collar thing. How very current. That's, you know, hey, if this was the WWE game, she'd look like she looked like a year and a half ago or something. Okay, I like the idea of. Oh yeah, so they did cell shaded versions of the maps, and they're gonna sell more cell shaded skins, which I don't like. I guess can give you a little taste of what could have been if Borderlands had something. Is Modern Warfare 3 worth buying? Well, it came to Game Pass today, so I might say no. I don't know. Well, this is cool. I'm having a great time. I don't know if the Game Pass version is out right now as we speak, but it is coming to Game Pass today. They announced that last week. But as far as like, is this game worth buying? The next one is out in October, and everyone will move to that one. Do they have shipment 24/7 is the next question. Not all the time, but yes, pretty frequently, especially right near the end of a season when they realize everyone wants to grind out the battle pass. They will, all right, well, fuck this. They will bring it back, but right now they have, they'll also do 24/7 playlists for the new maps. And so that's what they have up right now. All right, let's try that, I guess. See if that works. But yeah, with the game on something of a discount right now, I think even on platforms that don't have Game Pass. I don't know. I was really down on this game when it first came out, and over the seasons of new maps and new content and stuff like that, I think they've righted the ship a bit. And it ended up coming out decent. I still think last year's game was just a better game overall, but you could do worse in the pantheon of Call of Duty games. You could do a lot worse than this one. Let's see up there where it says Season 5, days remaining 55 days. Does that mean it's... No, that couldn't. That could not mean it's 55 days until the release of the next game.
Domination.
Why does it keep making chugging guitar noises at me? I'm not against it. It's like, I guess if you, I mean, if you really,
They're taking Alpha.
dude. Call of Duty is a butt rock video game. Straight up.
Enemy securing Bravo.
Fire!
We're taking Bravo.
Take control.
We control Bravo.
Like, these games should always be going not just when you're leveling up. It should be like you fucking shot a guy and it's like better to
Charlie secure.
water.
We've secured the lead. Enemies taking Bravo. We're losing Bravo.
The oral equivalent of a fucking absolute dickhead with a too big of a belt buckle
Charlie.
trying to start a fight in a bar.
Securing objective Bravo. Friendly UAV on station. Hostile UAV in the area. Enemies taking Alpha.
Got you covered.
We're taking Charlie. Objective Charlie secure. Objective Alpha is compromised. Get it back.
I have not heard this lady speak since we started playing.
We're taking Bravo. Securing objective Alpha.
Right?
Objective Bravo secure.
Like there has not been a single line of dialogue.
Friendly UAV online. Enemy securing Bravo. Enemies taking Bravo. We control 2 objectives. Objective Bravo is compromised. Get it back. Alpha secure.
It's kind of weird the WWE, supposedly a PG company, is cool with its biggest stars being represented in a bloody mess shot to death. Well, you know,
Hostile SAE near your position. Securing objective Bravo.
I mean, I think they should consider what they want the company to, you know,
All objectives, but the objective Charlie is compromised. We are losing Alpha.
but also they've been in R-rated movies, you know, like like WWE Studios has, you know, put out films
Alpha.
that have been pretty violent as
Enemy
well.
taking Bravo.
So I think they're willing to kind of,
Charlie. All objectives
you
are
know,
held
whatever
by
the
enemy.
norms are for the thing that they're making. Nope, that's still my person.
Enemy UAV active. Hostile care package. They're taking Alpha.
She hasn't spoken once.
Securing
With you
objective
till the
Alpha. Enemy securing Charlie. Hostile counter UAV. We control Alpha.
Wanted to try to see the finish, but oh well.
Friendly UAV on station.
I'm like crazy disappointed with this.
Securing objective Bravo.
Like there's been not a single, like since I selected her and then she like talked for like said kind of a lot there for a couple seconds. She has not had anything to say.
Enemies taking Bravo. We hold all objectives. Well done.
Like what the fuck?
Vigilant. Objective Alpha is compromised. Get it back.
Got you covered.
Friendly UAV online. Secure the lead. Enemy securing Bravo. Hostile care package.
Got you covered.
Like everyone around me is saying all of the dumb lines they always say. The on your six, got you covered, like all that stuff.
Securing Bravo.
I've reloaded a zillion times and haven't heard a damn thing.
Halfway to mission. Finish it. Friendly UAV on station. We're losing Charlie. Friendly UAV online. Enemy securing Charlie. We're taking Alpha.
Switching mags.
Objective Charlie is compromised. Enemy taking Bravo. Alpha secure. Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy taking Alpha. Hostile
Yeah,
Guardian has
that's
been deployed. Charlie.
shitty.
We're losing
It's shitty.
Alpha. We've lost Alpha. Securing objective Charlie. Securing objective Alpha. Objective Charlie secure. Enemy securing Bravo.
Like that stuff's not usually map specific or anything like that, so it's not like, oh, the new map is broken, like.
Enemy UAV active. We're taking Bravo. We're losing Charlie. Friendly UAV on station. Objective Bravo secure. The enemy took Charlie. We control Alpha. Hostile Mosquito is online. Hostile care package. Enemies taking Bravo. Hostile care package deployed.
I've got the 6.
Okay.
Objective Bravo is compromised. Get it back. Securing objective Bravo. Hostile VTOL overhead. Hostile INS active. We're taking Charlie. Our counter UAV is active. Friendly UAV online. Enemy securing Bravo. We've secured all objectives, but the battle's not over. Objective Alpha is compromised. We've lost Bravo. We're taking Bravo.
Nope, that was not where the person was. Snoop had a full complement of dialogue. It wasn't like they were not great line reads, but it was amazing. Even Cheech and Chong, they had lines of dialogue for them. I think the idea that they're putting this out, is it because it's this one's on the battle pass, and thus it is.
We've lost all objectives. Do not let it take Alpha. Hostile VTOL in the area. Friendly UAV on Alpha secure.
I really want to know. What fucking extremely cornball shit are they going to have Cody Rhodes say in this game?
Enemy taking Alpha. All objectives are held by the enemy. We've lost the lead. Securing objective Bravo. Charlie. Charlie secure. UAV taking Bravo. Friendly UAV online.
Like you pick him and he's gonna go, you know, wrestling does have more than one royal family.
Secure those positions. Hostiles deploy the Mosquito. Mission failed.
Yeah, that's insane. Like 0 lines of dialogue. I don't understand what the fuck they're selling here. I think that this is alright, it sucks, man. That sucks. I mean, there's nothing else. Yeah, because was there some... I saw someone talking about a Michael Cole announcer pack. Is that a thing? I didn't read the... I guess I'll open it up here. Continue for a detailed overview. Season 5, blah, 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 blah. Upgrade your Battle Pass experience. Dish out kingly judgment with the Long Live the King SMG. So that's got to be like they're kind of like, obviously Triple H is not in this thing, but like there is this kind of vague wrestling theme through all this stuff. So I assume that having like the things you get with the Battle Pass being an SMG named Long Live the King and a sledgehammer, you know, being like that seems pretty specific to me. Purchase the Battle Pass. Instantly unlock Rhea Ripley. Yeah, that's... They call her that all the time. Exactly that way, too. It's like Seth freaking Rollins. It's exactly the same. WWE star Rhea Ripley brings her one-of-a-kind brutality to the battlefield with her mommy operator. She joins the fight on the Cortac side, ready to take enemies head-on with her signature gothic look, dark eyeliner and lipstick, a spiked leather vest, and knee-high combat boots. Additional Battle Pass skins, blah, blah, blah. Look at this. It's priced, but he's wearing different clothes. There are guns. There are more guns. There are even more guns and skins for guns on the Battle Pass. Scrolling past a lot of guns here. Eradicator skin for Mommy. Seek vengeance as the Eradicator in this Gothic-themed operator skin. Rhea Ripley adds studs, spikes, and chains to her vest and garments in a tailored look for dominating even the toughest fights. Tracer Pack WWE Cody Rhodes Operator Bundle. Born into wrestling royalty as the son of the late WWE Hall of Famer, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes was destined for greatness. He honed his skills for years, capturing multiple titles in WWE from 2007 to 2016. And then some other things happened. Who can say really what happened after 2016? I don't even know. Oh, he departed to forge his own path. Right. I think they've done a good job of incorporating that in a way that makes it seem positive or whatever. Slam your enemies with the Crossroads finishing move and haunt them with the American Nightmare weight belt large decal. What about his dog? Do we get a fucking skin of his dog? No. The American Nightmare weapon sticker, the American Nightmare weapon charm, and the Cody Rhodes loading screen. And then for Rey Mysterio, you get the Ultimate Underdog Operator skin and 2 red and black weapon blueprints with 619 tracers and the LWO death effect. This is so stupid. I'm all for it. This is fucking terrible. The Masked Mayhem M16 assault rifle includes an aftermarket part alongside the Defy Expectations WSP Swarm SMG set in akimbo with drum magazines. End the discussion with the Mysterio Bulldog finishing move and the Booyaka Booyah aka 619. It's like they accidentally spell check the word Booyaka and it turned it into Bowie aka. There's a space in there. I assume that's a typo. Luchador Legacy weapon sticker, 619 weapon charm, and Rey Mysterio loading screen. So if you're from San Diego, you're buying this, right? I mean, you want that 619 weapon charm. But they don't say when those are going to go on sale. Maybe they'll be there when the store if the store updates later today or something. But I don't see anything in here about a Michael Cole announcer pack. I assume that people were joking about that. Or that's something they're, good doing mid-season or something. Because now they do like these mid-season updates also. But yeah, no Cody Rhodes in here. Yet. Let's try this mode again and see what happens. Can we take a look at Homelander? No, I didn't buy that bullshit. I only buy the cool skins. Wrestlers and Gundams. And Cheech and Chong. Let's see what this mode is. Yes, can we get an Arn Anderson skin? Yeah, why don't we do some good skins? Let me play as Arn. They'll save that for next year. 90s Arn. Do I have Nicki Minaj? Yes, I do. Yeah, if they put FTR in here, that would be, they could have different looks for dude. And since he, cut his hair and shaved his facial hair off,
Engage.
Oh shit!
There we go. Now she's talking. Yeah, that dude, you know, he should have cut his hair and fucking changed his look up the minute they charged, you know, like it had the look of like, I've got to change my look. I've got to hit the road. Oh, it's apparently this is round based. Yuck.
Seconds remain.
Good, good. This is a good fight. This is good. Everything happening here is good.
Seconds remaining.
So these are weird mini games with weird rules that are not immediately obvious, and so it might be that you can only die to a turret. And these EMPs are only going to stun you or something. Like I don't, you know, this is each round is going to have a different set of rules to it. So hard to say.
Final minute. Enemies here. Enemies are inbound. Be ready.
Well, I'm all for this.
Won that round. Get ready for the next one.
I wonder if they're going to go through some server strain today as well with the Game Pass release. You're confused. Why is it cell shaded? Because they can. I don't know. They've been selling it. Oh, that's funny. Like I'm still technically in world even though it faded out. So I can spin the stick and. All right. Apparently this is just broken now. They started selling some cel-shaded skins for the game, I'm going to say 6 months ago or so. Like 1 or 2. But they leaned into it a little more heavily for this season. I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. Used in moderation. Like, hey, you're playing this weird mini-game mode where you got to beat up a car. Why not have it be a cel-shaded version of the map? Whatever. This is broken. Oh. Something happened. There's a doings a transpiring. Ah! Is everyone else playing without me? Is this the rules for this mini game? That is dark? I can't shoot. Okay. Oh, why is leave match? Why does that have a... Okay, okay. Is it because I had to quit a match earlier that it's like no more quits? Or is it because it's like between rounds and it's some kind of... This is just what we do now. We're here now. This is where we live. We live inside these menus. So what else is going on? I'm glad that, like, you know, we got around and she actually spoke, because that was like insane. That was like making me crazy. It was like, if you're gonna go through the trouble of like, let's do a big like a WWE crossover thing for this season, which you could argue this is like the equivalent of like a lame duck kind of season at this point, because the next game has already been detailed to some degree, and so people are, you know, they're already trying to get people to pre-order the next one, and so the idea of buy skins for this one, especially when it seemed like that they are not going to let you use those skins in next year's in the next game. Maybe you'll be able to still use them in Warzone. I don't know that they've said. no to that specifically. Well, we'll hit R2 and we'll do this. Not against it, you know, like, but again, like, yeah, it's sort of the idea of buying skins for this game in July, late July. Even the Gundam skins from last season seemed like, oh, these are not like all, insofar as all skins are maybe bad purchases, these ones are double, triple bad because they've got a really short lifespan on them. Unless you're in, which I'm just not really playing any battle royale games right now. I'm not really, I have not played much Warzone. You know, just around here and there. Every few months, I'll go like, all right, that's in there, huh? Yeah, maybe I'll give that a look. And I'll play 1 or 2 rounds of that and then stop. And but yeah, so even if these skins work in that mode, that for me personally, the way I play the game at this point, that's not enough. So yeah, but also I agree with the idea of like, dude, don't launch your game, because that was a problem when this year's game launched. Is that this year's game launched with all the skins from the previous year, and so on day one, everyone looked fucking stupid. And either they need to commit to that on an ongoing, constant basis and just say this game has no vibe other than fuck it, other than Fortnite, other than every other video game of like, here you go, whatever. You know, here's all the shit we sold. Or they need to, you know, find a way to stick to the skins looking a little bit in universe. But, you know, whatever. The game's an annual game, and by the time they get to the end of the year, it always looks stupid. Whether you reset it or not, like, yeah, every game skews in the direction, unless you're just like saying, hey, we are a straight up mill sim, we're not going to do this stuff. But even those games occasionally are just like, what if you had a pink SMG? What if you hung a teddy bear off the side of this gun? I don't think, you know, look, I have not fired a gun in a pretty long time. But the last thing I would want to do if I were shooting guns and attempting to be accurate as I shot said guns, if I were a tier 1 operator with a sick beard, I would not want to hang a fucking keychain thing off the side of my gun. I would not want to have that thing whipping back and forth as I'm fucking shooting it. I would not want to have weird extra, even though it's ever so slight, I would not want to have weird weight on the left side of the gun where the charm is. It seems like something that could really just get in the way. It's like just conceptually the idea of gun charms, which I know, you know, Rainbow Six has them, and a lot of, you know, Call of Duty is not alone in what if you hung some shit off the side of your gun. But I don't know. Like I think from the get-go, the things they're letting you put on your guns are not things you would do in the real world. So, you know, at no point are they ever striving for some kind of mil sim purity, and they shouldn't. It's fucking Call of Duty. If anything, they should go further in the other direction to the point where the game just looks like laser tag. But I can't imagine people do that in real life. Maybe they do now. I mean, you know, like an art imitate life sort of thing. You know, I could see someone going like, that's sick, man. I got a fucking keychain. It's a bullet. And I hung truck nuts off the bipod of this fucking gun. Why don't they do that? Why, what the fuck? Why am I coming up with all the good ideas here? Why can't I hang truck nuts off the bipod slot of a fucking LMG? What are we doing? I'm not going to load that back up. I was like, you know, it's cool that she's talking. I would like to hear some more lines of dialogue, but like, the process of loading Call of Duty, even when it's all patched up, just takes some time. I do want to check on this real quick. Just, whatever, we're hanging out. I'm gonna go through a few games while we're hanging out. Some stuff I'm kind of looking in on. I managed to get enough pieces to build a new lady, and I don't think the lady is ready yet, but I want to see how many hours are left for this lady to be built. So let's check in on this. Ah? Is this gonna capture there, or do I have to? Okay, let's do it the old-fashioned way. Hello, video game. Video game, hello. We'll do it this way instead. We'll do it this less efficient way instead. Now, everyone, let's create a respectful gaming community together. Rule number 1. Don't use unauthorized programs. Rule number 2. Don't go AFK during co-op play. Do you hear a crying? Is your house on fire? Do not. Rule number 3. Don't do AFK farming during missions, which I would think would be that's just rule number 2 again. But what do I know? Do not. What is AFK farming? So this game has very easy kind of drop-in, drop-out co-op, where if you go sign up for a mission and someone else is already doing the mission, it will automatically connect you to them. Or if someone's doing a mission, you walk up and shoot one of their mission enemies or something like that, it will automatically join you into their mission. And because we're doing window capture instead of real capture, this runs worse. That's unfortunate. Anyway, so what happens is people will join a mission and then just stand there, or they'll set up their thing to walk in circles or something so that they still get the credit for completing the mission and the items without having to play. And so they'll just queue up for a mission and then do it. Okay, so we got in 14 hours I will have this lady. Or I could pay a little money to unlock it early. Huh? Does that look worse or does that look better? Yeah, I mean, how much would they even want for 14 hours of skip time? 212 caliber. How much is 212 caliber? It's not even gonna take me to the store. That's about $5. It's a little under $5. To which I say no thank you. To get that lady, I had to... I mean, basically I had to play the game for a very long time just to have a bunch of the currency that you needed to do it. But like, to show you... I needed 422 of these, a bunch of super fluid. Like, basically, like 3 of the items in each of these categories are just like resources that drop in different ways, and then these items are the ones that are a little bit harder to get your hands on. But like the gist of it, though, is to get one of these enhanced cell blueprints, I need to go play this mission to get an item to drop. This item. Which drops 100% of the time if I finish this mission. However, that item can decrypt into like one of 5 different items, and it might not be the one you're looking for because you don't get to control that. And so you end up in a situation where you're like, well, I'm going to go run that mission 10 times to get 10 of those items and then decrypt them all. And to decrypt them, you have to win a boss fight. Which the boss fights are not, you know, it's a lower level boss fight in this specific case, so it's not like a big deal. But you still have to go fight a fucking boss, and then you get to decrypt one of them, and then you have to do the boss fight again to decrypt the next one, and so on and so forth.
Damn. Jabers sent me the sit rep. Things have really hit the fan. But the real surprise was prepared by Corell. God damn it, he seems like someone with no table manners.
I got mad all of a sudden.
So no change there. Anyway, the Vulgus passed through this
Look at my gun.
long ago with a convoy of cargo trucks loaded up with a ton of stuff. When I tracked the convoy with the scouts, we found some kind of Vulgus.
Check out my gun. What do you think of my trigger discipline?
It looked like it had been built in a hurry, but the security was no joke. What's worse, there was a commander-level Vulgus.
Gun.
With heavy armor and high-powered weapons. He chased us, the bastard, and when we called for backup, there was no response.
Gun.
We ended up fighting for several days while being totally surrounded when suddenly...
This is a really...
By the time we managed to regroup, the only ones of us left were Dominic here and me. Had I known what would happen, I would have brought my friends more than just a meal. It was their last supper in the end.
Whoa.
Which is why, if you're going to that Vulgus forward base now, you need to let Dominic and me tag along.
It's funny because everyone in these missions say, we're going to tag along with you, but it just means that they're going to be on the radio. At no point are you fighting alongside these characters. Like they literally just fucking stand there.
Dominic will show you the way to the forward base.
No, he won't. Icons on the map will appear and I will do missions. Like, wait, wait. Is this going to... Oh, no. Let's see. I bet I talked to this...
Recon squad.
Oh, man. I was like, the writing makes it sound like this person's name is Dominique. But this guy keeps saying Dominic. But it is Dominique.
Nice to meet you.
Some
My
great...
name's Dominic.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay. If she's saying her own name is Dominic, then who am I to...
get to the Vulgus forward base,
who am I?
You have to secure this area first as
I don't know that I've ever met a woman who pronounced that name Dominic.
Tasks to do. Blair's already familiar with this terrain.
But okay.
I'll fill him in on the mission separately. You'll need to follow the instructions given by the recon squad. Or what's left of it, anyway, as Zachary and I are the only ones who survived. Anyway, good luck. Oh, by the way, I heard from Zachary. His troops... Thanks for that. When this...
Dominic, that's what you call a death flag right there. Soldiers are superstitious, you know that.
Okay, then I'll bake you a pie or something after the war is over. Not even you can top my mother's recipe.
Keep it up, you joker. Them's fighting words right there.
Just ignore the hairball, Dominic.
What are... Still talking? Alright, so then 3 missions appear. Let's go run one of these missions and then maybe I'll just turn this off. But I was just curious how many hours I had left on my lady. Level 73, large supply transport disruption, something. So basically, like if this person here goes up and hits the start button there, they will be jumped into my mission because I'm in the same area and I'm doing it, you know. Turn this game off and play the Bad Boys game? No, because I'm tired of fucking filing YouTube counterclaims about music. So, and the Bad Boys game triggered like a zillion of them. Like, I'm just tired of doing it. The fucking UK grime artists on that soundtrack wanted to get theirs. Materialized singularity reactor level 69.
You should be able to see where the enemy is blocking entry. Your target is the supplies that aren't supplied.
Get messy.
What are these? Oh, this. I mean, that's like actually something new there for a sec. That weird. These things blow up. I don't like them.
I'm loading.
Now imagine if I could get Rhea Ripley here in this game. That would be. Then we'd be in business.
This could get messy.
The new cat, yeah. So yes, I do have Kunitsu-Gami here. Maybe we'll take a look at that today. But yeah, you know. We'll give it a look. I don't know. We'll give it a look. I'm not like the whole thing where it's like action tower defense. I'm like, let's interact with this, whatever this is. What is
The
this?
supplies are Kuiper ores secured by
Oh,
the enemy.
right. This is the thing where I've got to stand in these circles for 15 seconds in order to destroy these rocks. Also, I'm being shot at the whole time. And I think I leave the circle, the timer completely resets, which is a shitty... This is like an annoying mission to do by yourself because of that. Yeah, I need to look at a release calendar and see kind of what else is coming out over the next little bit here. As oh, I got out of I keep leaving the circle, right. That's an elite slaughterer. Oh, I stepped out. I stepped out ever so slightly in the... This sucks. This is shit. the way this is built. Because again, if you have like one other player here, it's not a big deal at all. But trying to do all of this alone when you know, if you take a single step outside of the circle is really frustrating. Okay. I thought they were supposed to continually spawn while I did this, and you got no respite, but hey. Yeah, some stuff spawning now. There we go. It's okay. I can die a few times. The thing I'll say about this game, that grappling hook is pretty fun. Okay, another player joins, so now I'll go. I will become revivable. Shoot that guy. We'll shoot that guy. We'll shoot some ice over there.
My shield is down.
All right, just one more to go. Let's do the one over here because it's like a little bit further away, I guess. Maybe some time to line up some shots, I guess, as they run over here.
The strategic point has been secured and the enemy supply network has been dealt a heavy blow.
Guys, the strategic point has been secured and the enemy supply network has been dealt a heavy blow. It's good news. Level 72 gun. That's a pretty high number. I gotta run out of here before I can... So in some of these cases, you know, like some of these missions bring you inside and then don't always give you the clear line on how to get out.
I'm loading.
But here we go. Let's look at these items. So yes, so yeah, 916 faded with the exact, yes, he says, I see why people go AFK, this looks so repetitive. And yes, like it's a prison of the developer's own design. It's a problem that they created. With the very nature of the game that they made, you know?
All right, everybody ready to turn up the heat? This next operation will be a diversion.
While you're attacking here, Blair
Hi,
will
Rad
path to
Land.
their front
Thank you for the
base.
raid. We're just hanging out. Like, I'm not like playing this like to... I'm just playing it to play something, kinda.
Whip up something with the Vulgus, please. We're heading your way.
But yeah, you know, like if you think about it, like the way that they have structured the item drops in this game and everything else, like really invites
Larger than expected.
that type of behavior. And I think that I'm I think that is ethical behavior. I think when you're in the flintlock isn't much better. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. I was gonna download and try out flintlock at some point, but I think when a free-to-play game tries to set things up this way and tries to get you to replay the same content over and over and over again, looking for the same drop,
Signals coming from inside.
anything you can do to get a leg up, I think is acceptable behavior. Except when it's it's like messing up someone else's good time. And that's kind of the problem, is like the way you would do that in this game actively screws over other people playing the game, which sucks. They have a gun in this game called the Phantom Pain, apparently. I guess I go further in? Okay. I was gonna say, usually they will put some kind of pip on the screen about where you're supposed to go next, but... Does difficulty update with people in the zone or people doing that quest? It is supposed to. The game is like, I did read something that said that the game is supposed to scale. I haven't always felt it. But it is supposed to scale in some way. But I think this game, you know, like, I'll put it to you this way. I think this game is a really suitable replacement for Phantasy Star Online 2. Because I find this mindless shooting a little more engaging than the moment-to-moment action of PSO2.
I'm loading.
For whatever that is worth. Yes, podcast game of the highest/lowest order. I think, honestly, I think that's, you could do better. You could even do better for a podcast game. But the storyline in this thing is so utterly meaningless. Or even if you do get into the story, I think that the way that they structure their cutscenes and the way that they structure the way you get information in this game is so poorly done that they don't even really give you a chance to ever really enjoy the narrative. Oh, I'm out of bullets for this gun. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is a great example of like, here's a higher quality game that is still like a good podcast game. It's not necessarily... I don't think podcast game isn't necessarily a negative connotation. It's just like, here's a game that like the audio is not necessarily a key part of the experience, and you could do something else while you're playing it. And so you can while away the hours like climbing around. Like, that's a great world to explore, and there are probably things in there that you would want to hear, but like not, you know, it's not the end of the world.
That voice. It sounds like the Vulgus commander who attacked us. Is that right, Dominic?
If you played that with some other audio happening in the background, I don't think there's a problem with that. I think that makes total sense. Oh, this is an actual boss. This is an actual guy with a life meter, huh? Whenever you empty a guy's life meter out, It resets, one of the pips disappears, blah, blah, blah. And then he'll usually do something to get... Yeah, in this case, he gets these shield-generating orbs above him that I have to shoot off before I get to do more damage. This is another thing that can be kind of a pain in the ass to do alone, because on some enemies, these orbs will regenerate if you don't kill them fast enough. And so just getting him back to a point where he can take damage is... Oh, we fell off the world. That's okay. Yeah, see? The orb's regenerated. And so this sucks. So yes, the game is supposed to scale, but also like these sorts of scenarios where like, oh, you weren't fast enough shooting the orbs off, even though all the enemies are focused on you and you got like 20 guys hitting you at the same time. So we're gonna just regenerate these orbs now. It's bad. In that case, I was able to use a skill to just like, you know, peel those fucking orbs off of him. Where's the rest of the level here? We need to get out of this fucking spot and to somewhere else where I'm not getting shot quite as much. And then maybe I can find some health. There's some. Here's a little more. He regenerated his shield, which is very frustrating for me, a person trying to deplete said shield. Yeah, man, podcast games and, you know, like honestly, I think games like this make for like decent streaming games, not necessarily from the perspective of like, what a fun game to watch, but like, I'm just fucking hanging out. I thought we would hang out, talk.
The operation is a success.
I cast ice on that dude and he died immediately. Hooray. We should look at the items. It's a weird situation here where, like, I got this ultimate weapon that has that big electric burst that you're seeing off of my kills is because of this gun. But also, you can feed guns to other guns to, you know, get them to keep them at a meaningful level. So I can take like this level 72 gun that I don't give a shit about and feed it to this gun to make it level 72, and the DPS will go up accordingly. But the DPS on this SMG is not as good as like just other normal non-ultimate SMGs and other guns that I have found in the game, and that's a little frustrating at times. I feel like I'm taking, but the trade-off of, oh well, if I get the lower DPS, I'm still getting that electric burst that is hitting enemies around the enemy. So maybe that's just not factored into the DPS number, and it's technically better than it seems. But I've leveled up this pistol a handful of times, and it's never as good as just regular, like in terms of DPS, like it's never as good as just some of these other guns that I'm finding along the way. And I don't know, it's annoying. That gun makes more sense in the post game, and my loot guns are better for now. All right, well. See, I in my experience, I don't know that that's the case, because I've definitely found guns that have been higher DPS and switched to them and felt like I was killing less because I didn't have that overcharge burst happening as often or whatever. You know, it's been different in different scenarios, but I have been kind of switching off of it and back onto it as things go. Oh wait, I don't want to eat those guns. I want to probably feed those guns. Like, here's a great example. Let's equip the Phantom Pain, because this number's higher than that number. And I haven't used a Phantom Pain yet. That's a better one. These are kind of weird. These are your shields that also, well, they're not shields. It's tempting, like it's tempting to like map this in a like a Borderlands like way or whatever, but the the reactors determine your skill power, and you will get like 40% increases if, like in this case, since I have an assault rifle equipped, which I just equipped, it will get 40% better. And so, like, as you change your weapons out, you might lose that bonus, and then suddenly, like, oh, this thing I thought was going to be a great fucking reactor is not as good, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's... I have not been following or caring about that stuff, though. Because these also will have affinities around, like, electric skill power or whatever. Like, that seems like something I can spend more time worrying about later and don't really have to give a fuck about right now. Numbers go up, so I'm using those, basically. And these items have been a pain in the ass because I don't have a good sense of, like, is defense better than HP, is better than shield, is better than, you know, like what's the... This has got the same defense, it's got the same exact... It's just better rolls with the... Okay, alright, sure, alright, fine, yeah. Better rolls for the exact same bonuses I had before. Like, is 85 max shield better than 961 defense? It sure doesn't sound that way. I need to be... Well, whatever. We'll fast travel to this point and do the mission that way. You're right. The only way to find out is to test it, but I'm not going to do that. Because that would be like, I'm going to equip this item and then go out in the field and then take some shots and look at some meters and go like, is this meter as good as... Oh, this is one of these. Dude, fuck this. They should take this entire mission type out of the game. It is basically platforming.
You have to hurry.
Cool. Awesome. What a good time. We're all having fun. No! Fucking piece of shit. Haha, got too far away from that. Fuck you. Ah, those platforms fall. So you don't have long to be on them. Let's go wait for it to go back over here and get these ones, I guess. Haha. Fuck me. It's like the idea that this is something that they decided to put in this game is like insane. Like what? Why? Ah, good. Alright, seems if I can get up there, there's a bunch that lead down that way. fuck. These platforms also aren't always stable. Some of them fall. Ah, fuck you! Dude. There aren't a zillion of these missions in the game, but there are just enough to where you're like, why? What the fuck? Oh, that one just decided not to. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks. Thanks. Is there a way to get at this from the other side? Is there anything that... Okay, there's a platform there. Ugh.
Confirming data transfer. I'll analyze the enemy's position and relay it to all operations personnel.
Good. Now that we've gained control of this much of the area, I think we can start attacking their base directly. I've marked where to regroup. Let's get moving.
These things usually require you to have a specific skill. This one says non-attribute. Destructible only by skill. So does non-attribute mean I can just hit it with whatever? No. No. Are there skills that don't have elemental... that don't have elements associated with them, so I need a character that has one of those? I don't know. I don't know what non-attribute means. Big armor guy has no element, so it's guys like him. Okay. Okay. Then I can't do that because I don't even have a character. Like, it's, again, like I was, when we were playing this the other day, I was talking about Skylanders and how weird it is that they have basically the equivalent of those Skylanders doors of like, oh, well, you can always buy that character if you want to do that thing.
Been eating well?
Shut up, dude.
Okay, let's see what we have to do. So, that's easy. I want Dominic up. I'll head out first.
That guy disappeared, man. Anyway, fucking whatever. Every time I do equip recommended, it keeps not using the short sword that I've leveled up. Your melee attack, when you level it up, gives you more module capacity. Stop me if you've heard this one before. But when I do equip recommended, it always goes back to this shock punch, which is not as leveled up, and like is not taking full advantage of the things it could be equipping. So their equip recommended, it doesn't seem very good. So I should really level up these fucking claws. This game's gonna make billions of dollars and Titanfall 3 will probably never get made. I mean, I don't know that this game's gonna make... I don't know. Like, there seem to be people playing it, but this doesn't seem like it's like some amazing launch and people are like, you've got to check it out. Like I said, I'm into it because it's, you know, it compares favorably to a game like PSO2, and so I kind of appreciate a fucking absolutely fucking mindless video game sometimes. Sometimes I just want one of those. And most people don't need that, I think. This is your current go-to weed game? All right. Sure. Yeah, this game's dumb. Like it's real, you know, it's just kind of fucking whatever. So max shield 20% skill cost down. Yeah, sure, why not? That'll fill us up. Every time I get new things, I come back here and hit equip recommended. I probably don't need to. But there's a lot of things you don't need to do in this game. Your weed game is Elden Ring. I feel like that's like a weird flex. You're like, oh, you're playing the fucking dumb easy game. Well, I'm playing Elden Ring when I get twisted off the dope. That's what she said, right? Cargo management zone. What am I doing? Fibosh, you say you snort cocaine and play Wii Sports? Yeah, that's how ODB died. Not a lot of people know that. Maybe I'll do one quick boss fight here just to see what do I have to... I've got a number 43. What do I need to kill to do that? Swamp Walker. Okay, that's from a reactor. Here's one for Executioner. That's an easy one, right? There's one for Stunning Beauty. Stunning Beauty is super easy, right? Like super low level.
Are you ready to undertake a Void Intercept battle assignment?
Yeah, get some no-dos, some American Truck Simulator. Yeah, you're set, man. Don't actually do this. I feel like I need to say that. This is... Oh, I didn't equip things onto this gun. Did I? Oh, I did. Okay. I forgot that I changed guns to the Phantom Pain. Well, that fucking thing's dead. Like, it's so dumb that, like, to decrypt your items, you have to win this boss fight, but, like, that's the whole fucking fight, dude. When you're this high level above that thing, it's not... Do we want any of this stuff? I am already building a Valby. I wouldn't mind having whatever this is, because that's for a gun. You'd be better off getting this, but it's got a 3% drop rate. I guess the actual answer is I don't care what comes out of this. Great. Maybe I could build two of the same lady. Can you feed ladies to other ladies? Can you feed a lady to your lady to make the lady level go up? Like you can with the guns? Because ultimate guns, if you have two of the same ultimate gun, you can level up the special ability on the gun by feeding a gun to a gun. But I don't know if you can feed a lady to a lady. Let's just do one more of those, but not that same fight again. What do I have in my inventory here? This I need to go like do something else with to get that, I guess. Dead Bride. Sure.
I am analyzing the Void Paradox.
This is, you know, a somewhat higher level fight. Might not be as easy. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that dude, this dude that you talk to for these boss fights, they put effects on his voice. It's like they had him talk in a monotone and then fed it through an auto-tune machine just to give it a little bit of... It's a style. I don't know. It's just kind of weird that they don't really do it for anyone else in the game. Well, no. I was going to say this might be slightly more of an honest fight. But only slightly. And the items here are all locked to whatever level the fight is, so they're not... I could get them and turn them into materials, but even that is just too much of a pain in the ass. What did we get? What do we get? We got some nanotube for a gun that I already have. But if I build another one of these guns, I can feed the gun to the gun, and by feeding the gun to the gun, I level up the gun to make the gun more powerful or more... It's a better... I'll get... You know what? I'll pick up some of these things, because you never know when you're going to need these mats, baby. I'm taking damage to pick this stuff up. Yeah, this game's utterly fucking mindless, and it's funny. I'm like, now that I'm like loosely kind of following it for whatever disgusting reason, because I'm just sick in the goddamn head. I'm like watching their patch notes and seeing the things that they're changing, and there was like something. It sounded like the equivalent of a loot cave in Destiny. Like it was a sort of thing where like oh, this farming spot, we're tuning it, but we're not tuning it to make it worse. We're looking at the way people like to play the game and trying to cater to the way people like to play it, which is like not the worst way in the world, but it almost seems like they're like, oh, you found these places that you can kind of exploit things and farm items, and okay, as long as you're playing it, I guess that's fine. As long as you're just occasionally spend some money on it, then cool, man. Get in there and fucking knock yourselves out. Like it doesn't feel like they're like nerfing abilities or anything of that nature, which is an interesting approach. I don't know. There are filters. You can set the filters for junk to like work a little more automatically, but I last time I tried to mess with it, I fucked it all up, and it was a problem. So basically at this point, what's the highest level things we've got? 72. So anything that's not 72 or that we're not going to use, I can just ditch, because I'll feed these level 72 items to the guns I like to use, or not. I don't know. Whatever. Like I'm in the 50k range on DPS on these two items, so... It's a shotgun that does 107. Let's equip that. And ditch that. Sure. I barely ever use the shotgun, but the number's high. So... And again, I could take these level 72 guns and feed them to any of these other guns to level up these guns, but I just... When I level up these ultimate guns that I have, it never seems to get the DPS higher than any of these other dumb guns that I get, so it's just sort of... It's just kind of whatever. What are these DPS numbers? 107,000. Hey man, these enemies are tough. If you're not doing at least 100,000 damage a second... Like this game is like the pinball of fucking DPS games. It's hell out here in the whatever the name of this world is. Axiom? Axios? What? Albion. The war against the Vulgus is not going well. If we're not doing at least 107,000 damage per second.
Modules will make you stronger.
Also, there's an achievement for combining modules 10 times, and I have definitely combined modules more than 10 times, and it has not rung up. I'm not sure if there's any rhyme or reason to combining these. It seems like you just slap 4 of them together, and it gives you a random thing. And, you know, that's not great. So let's take 2 of those. I got a bunch of these, so why not? You got 4 of the same one, and then you throw them together and you're like, nah, what do we get? Something else you're not going to use. Congratulations. Awesome. Thank you. I don't think I have any. Oh, okay. Anyway, that's this video game. I don't know, whatever. It's whatever. I think the way they're monetizing it is in line with what you would expect out of a game like this, but also gross. It's both. It's both at the same time, you know? That's why I'm asking, what's on the release calendar? What's coming up? What's coming out? What's coming out pretty soon? I could use something new, clearly. Because I don't really have any I don't really have any games like that in my life right now, you know? Like I don't really have a like go-to game right now. Like a thing that I'm just like, well, I'm just playing this every night until something else comes along and then I'll go back to that. Like I don't have a actually the closest thing I have to that right now is Mario's Picross for the Game Boy, which I am close to getting all of the retro achievements in. I've been playing a little bit of that every night to finish that up. But like, I don't really have anything I'm going back to, like not like a Destiny or not like Call of Duty isn't doing it. And yeah, will I be playing the 6v6 Space Marine 2 multiplayer? It reminds me of an Xbox 360 era multiplayer game in a good way. I'll check it out. I'll definitely check out Space Marine 2 when it comes out. Like I'm not a Warhammer guy, of any stripe, sci-fi or orcs, or I guess it's orcs in both of them, right? Orcs with a K or otherwise. Like I'm not much for them hams. But yeah, sure, yeah, absolutely. I'll check out Space Marine 2. The trailers and stuff for it have looked pretty good. So yeah, I'll check it out. Oh yeah, EDF comes out. EDF's not, so I don't like the EDF games. Do you know why I don't like the EDF games? Can you guess why I don't like Earth Defense Force? It's because they're bad games. That's why. That's the main reason. It's because they're not actually good games. And in some ways that's fun, but they made too many of them where that is the joke constantly. You're like, okay. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, I get it. It's like it's clunky. It's kind of like it's kind of bad. I get it. But that's not out. That's okay. That's out tomorrow. That's out in 12 hours. So I guess that's out tonight. Sure, I'll check out EDF 6. Pre-order to receive Wing Diver Support Device Reverse Core Type N. Early purchase bonus DLC Powered Exoskeleton Nyx Metal Coat. And Air Raider Boarding Weapons Powered Exoskeleton Nyx Metal Coat. Ranger Weapons Soldier Recruiter Decoy Takanashi Kiara Guargura Iris. Okay. Well, shit, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. The EDF games, like they kind of leaned into it at some point, right? Like they realized, like, oh, this game's like funny. And then when it felt like when they started leaning into it a little bit, they kind of lost it. I don't know, like the tone or the once they became self-aware of the game that they were making, it sort of. Actually, they were probably always aware. It was just, it was always a Japanese developer that you never really heard from. But like now, the way it gets marketed in the U.S. is like, ha 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 ha. The creatures, they're giant. Like, yeah. Let's chant EDF. You'll do that, right? Please buy the game. Let's take a look at. Ooh. Yeah, also $53, $53.99 for an EDF game seems a little steep, if you ask me. When D3 is putting out games at $20 for PS2, and you're like, yeah, all right, $20, yeah, sure. I could see it, but. But that feels like a lot. Let's try this. If we can get this to capture correctly. We've got to compile these shaders. That's a little. This is Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess. I've heard good things about this, but also like what I've heard about it makes it seem like it is not a game for me. But we'll see. Did I like Zelda 2 when it came out? Yes, absolutely. The Adventure of Link. Yes, I played the shit out of that game. I love that game. I still love that game. It's a great game. I don't understand, like the modern conversation around the Adventure of Link has been this weird, like, oh, it's not very good. Like I don't, and like none of that makes any sense to me. It feels like someone's just like playing a different game, or like trying to be an asshole about something, and we're like, oh, I'm just, but like I always loved that game. Like I think, like in modern context, there's stuff about the way that game tells you where to go next that is not the smoothest. The translation is a little awkward in ways that probably could have been better at telling you where to go, right? In the Adventure of Link. But when that game came out, I ate it up, man. I played the shit out of that game. And so I like to me, like it never, like the idea that it is somehow a bad game or a bad sequel, or like I love that fucking game. And I think it's great that it's so different. Does this make the boobs bounce better? What are we doing here? What are we setting here? Do I turn it all the way up to get maximum boob bounce? Actually, does anyone know what this does? Before I just enter 100 as a joke for maximum boob bounce. scanning your PC for add-ons, if you know what I mean. Walking basket. What are you calling a walking basket? Yes, when did I last play The Adventure of Link? I played through probably half of it to like 2/3 of it a few years ago. And you know, sometimes you just, with emulated games, you just, you know, you end up getting distracted by something else and end up playing something else instead. You know, like shit happens, right? But I think that game's cool. I think the attacks are fun to use. I think the music is really good. Dude, yeah, like we'll see. You know, when we get to the science around that game, I'm curious to see how well it will do. But I will tell you, in a non-scientific way, The Adventure of Link is a fucking fantastic video game, and it always has been.
This is a new tale of the goddess.
Tired of all these old tales about the goddess, you know? Throw them out.
The raging torrent of this world is unending.
We're torrenting new stories about the goddess.
Like a breath drawn in.
Could I beat Zelda 2 without looking anything up? I did. I mean, I did at one point as a child. So I'll say yes. But also I'll say I don't have that kind of time. And so if I were to get lost in that game, I would look something up. Let's change our color space here. Every game is different about the way it handles this. I believe YouTube can just take HDR video and it will tone map it on that end for people who need it. I look forward to Twitch. You know, like they've been running this enhanced broadcast beta, and now it's like more open, and I'm currently using it. Which it's just like it's not using any better codecs or anything like that. That is the next next step, the next phase in their ongoing closed betas, and I hope I get access to that closed beta when they do start testing codecs, because I bought this video card for video compression more, at least as much as I bought it for video gaming. So AV1 support or whatever on Twitch would be incredible. Especially because they keep saying they're going to... Fiber is supposed to be coming to my area. Fast internet is supposed to be coming to my area. And they keep pushing it back. And so it was supposed to be nowish. Originally it was like, in the summer you're getting it. And then now more recently they're like, maybe you'll have it early next year. I don't know. Like, okay. This feels like a game that's going to require a level of patience from me that I'm not sure that I will have, but we'll find out. This is actually cool. This camera turns real slow, but something about this perspective is really neat. I do like this a lot. This is, yeah, this is fucking cool. Wow. Like, I know that the stuff they showed was kind of from sort of like this perspective anyway, but it's like not, but the way it's lit and everything, just, this looks really nice. Camera, I should probably turn up the Oh, we got dance attacks, huh? It's a weird dance. More like a dragon punch than a dance, but okay. Yeah, the sensitivity on the right stick is a little low out of the gate. Nothing? You got nothing for me here? Camera, right. Camera. We need faster. I'm sorry to have to do this. Like, I feel like I'm doing this more and more lately. Like, I'm not putting up with fucking slow moving. This doesn't feel any better at all. It's like there's a delay when you hit the right stick to when it starts to rotate. And it is making me crazy. Can I get a camera wobble? No, this is not. Well, okay. That was neat. L3 for dodge only makes sense in a game where you don't really have super tight windows for dodges. Okay. I like this perspective a lot. It's really interesting. Not always super easy to see when attacks are coming your way. So I'm guessing what some part of this game is going to be is me basically placing these units, right? And I mean, this is very clearly broken up into 3 lanes. I've got to get up in that ass. That's neat. In some ways, this like pulled back kind of camera angle, like, you know, you could almost look. What if they took this camera angle and, you know, the combat would be different. There'd be a lot of things that would be different about it as a game. But what I'm saying is, what if you took this basic camera angle and movement and said, we're making a new game in the Super Chinese franchise? That's what it reminds me of. I don't know. The combat in Little Ninja Brothers. Oh, that's bad. It's a real soul-sucking experience. Like this, yeah, Monster Hunter from this perspective. Like this almost feels like, you know how when they put Tony Hawk on the GBA and it was like kind of the same game, but also from a very different perspective, and how neat that was? What if they did this? What if they did Monster Hunter, but from this angle? And put it on GBA? Okay, yeah, I mean, the mountain blessed people, the people with his riches, but they sought even more, and who wouldn't? Uh-oh. Hordes of seethe. I, too, spread defilement in my wake. Not a lot of people know that. I don't like to brag. You gotta go down the mountain and get the 11 masks. You know how this goes. Hooray. Having a button to accelerate the cursor is an interesting, weird kind of throwback kind of thing almost. Yeah. Once the first village of Mount Kafuku be touched by morning light, the defilement transformed Miyoko Pass into a land where the sun's rays cannot reach. Save 4 villagers and restore the light. Yeah, PS2 game. Yeah, this does have PlayStation 2 vibes, I suppose. Seems like the defilement's spreading even further. I got this gunk on the end of my sword. Get off! Get off! Ugh. There we go. Look, lady, you gotta stay alive. You gotta do the dancing part. You do the dancing, I do the stabbing. And this launched on Game Pass, right? purge the defilement to receive crystals. Approach things affected by the defilement and hold circle. Stupid defilement. I'm approaching. There we go. Yay! Fuck you, defilement. Y'all looking pretty defiled over here. Can be assigned roles using crystals to allow them to fight against the seed. Approach a villager to open the role screen. All right, we're going to turn you into a digger, and then you're going to dig through the holes, and then you into a bomber, and you're going to blow up, and then you're all going to walk into the exit. And it's the sickest Amiga game you've ever seen. I guess get wood. It seems like that's the only role I can assign. You stand on the road and make sure no one comes and fucks us up. You get wood. The Seethe, born from the defilement, launch their attacks at night. Use the daytime to assign villagers roles and prepare for battle. Keep track of time. Okay, so they give you a time crunch on the... We got balls. We got defilement. What was that? How do I, no. Oh, I forget how to get into the... I forget how to get into the command screen. Already. R1. Okay. I don't know. Once you go down there with him, and it seems like a choke point. Seems like you could be down there doing something. I got all this friggin' defilements to take care of. I like that it's like a fun... Oh, was that a chest or something I could open? Lead your share to the Torii gates to purge the defilement that is spread throughout the village. You must carve a spirit path for her to follow using the crystals you have gathered. Hold the circle at the tip of the spirit path and her feet to extend it. Yeah. Get wood, I guess. Candy for me. Nope. Nope. There's one more defiled thing. Is this it? Oh. Until she reaches the spirit image at the tip, take note of the spirit image's color. Yoshiro will reach the tip in time to purify the Torii gate before nightfall. White. The spirit path has not yet reached the Torii, or she will not reach it by nightfall. She can be commanded to wait. Approach Yoshiro and press circle to command her to stop or move. So, I mean, I probably don't want to, I probably want to have these guys like out here in front of where she's going to stand so that when nighttime comes and she does her dance, she's not getting fucked up. You getting wood? You winning wood, man? Okay, she's going. You can go. That's fine. I don't see anything defiled on the map. Okay, let's let me take you and move you up here. We'll take you, move you up here. Oh, do I have to like assign them to wood? The woodcutters are just combat units? What about wood? What about all this wood, man? Don't I need wood? I gotta build a bulwark. I gotta build something, right? Surely I must need wood. Surely this game has some resource gathering in it that I will not appreciate. 7 out of 8. I'm okay. Here you go. Here. Congratulations, you won the GameCube logo. When performing an Oka dance attack, the pattern area of attack was depending on the combo. Okay, yeah. Square triangle. Square square triangle. Square 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 triangle. A unique defilement. Ugh. Okay, you can't camp the spawn. I get it. I get it. That wouldn't be right. That wouldn't be sporting. When night falls and the sea of the pier, toxic miasma will emanate from the front of the Torii gates. Coming into contact with a miasma will cause damage. Okay. Love a nice miasma. Since what? Crystal Chronicles have we had such a miasmatic video game? Okay, yeah, 3 lanes. Just like all the real video games be doing. There's a guy up there. That's bad. Hey. 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 I was gonna try to like take these guys on before my dudes go. Oh, jeez. But maybe I should just stand by the lady. Can I? Oh, you can. Yeah. Okay. So you can kind of reposition in the middle of the night. So I think I would probably be a little bit more, I mean, you know, whatever. We'll see how it develops, right? But I think just knowing myself, I don't want to position units at choke points. I don't necessarily want to do the other stuff. This is fine. You know, I don't, and I guess the other thing I would say is, like, at least for the first level, it's just very straightforward. But yeah. You should go to the gate and dance, lady. I mean, that's all I have to do. I mean, I guess I got to sign what? I can make these other guys woodcutters. I'm guessing that will make them more effective than they would be otherwise. All right, the lady's going to be up here near the thing, so you need to be up here too. I'm just out here getting balls. With guarana. But yeah, you know, I don't like this. This seems cool. Like, it's definitely like different, which is nice. Like, I don't necessarily think it would be a better game if it was just a straightforward action game. Like, the mix of the two things is compelling. But like I said, I'm not necessarily sure that, like, that's for me as they say. All right, I think that's all the balls there is to get, so let's do our speed up dance. Purify. Oh, if I let them do the dirty work, there's more items to get. And if I come back and do it again when I have more rolls at my disposal, I'll get something too. Okay. Okay. I appreciate the, I mean, you know, it had some at the beginning there, but I actually do appreciate the lack of speech on some of this stuff. I think it's got a good style. Though you hear little bits and pieces of speech from the villagers as you're walking around. The places you purify can be used as bases. Hey, what's up? Can I, hang out in your tent? Or what? Hey. What's up? Did I end up finishing Dragon's Dogma 2? I did not. I'd like to go back to it. I know that when I do get back to it, it is unlikely that I will see the game's true ending. Superguards are sacred sword guards and unique powers. R2 to unleash the spiritual power. Okay. Attacks the ability to drain the resist gauge are marked with that. Suzaku's Flame. Okay. Kind of a lot of these from the looks of it. Walking basket. That was one of the pre-order ones. Does this do anything or is it just cool? I will allow you to greet me. Alright. You can undo an upgrade. Woodcutter upgrades. The UI is a little, I mean, it's nice, but it's, you know, like each menu has its own UI. Like in this one, you move up and down this thing on the left. You're like, oh. Sure, I don't know. Let's have better woodcutters. Why wouldn't you? Uh-oh. Now he's trouble. Okay.
Take care.
Yeah, it's like the little weird bits of speech like that. Work to repair the areas that have been destroyed. Is there? I mean, okay, I guess there is. Oh, I hope I'm not taking the guys I just put on the other thing and putting them on that too, because that... Alright, you guys do that. We'll put 3 workers on that and 2... Well, alright, okay. Well. Okay. Those ones are busy, so we can't do that. It still says repair the base, but like I did the thing. I did, right? Ominous presence. It's time to challenge this ominous presence. There's a limit to crystals and rations. You can exceed the limits, but any crystals or rations over the limit will be lost after the stage has been completed. Okay. The oppressive presence of a powerful seed. Prepare for battle by using the crystals. Assign roles to the villagers and go forth. I feel like this could use like a, I don't know, a line on the ground or something that's like, hey, here's the path, or here. Why would I pick this up? For example, like just some kind of like, is this in the way of something and I need to... Okay. I guess we should go fourth. Is this fourth? This seems like fourth. Hey, you guys. It's fucked up in here. And you didn't tell me. I just thought we were going to do a dance and then go in. But hey. So she's kind of just facing that way. Is there like any kind of very clear... Okay. I can just walk through that. I thought that was the entirety of the area. I just didn't see any clear, like, here's where the enemies will spawn from. Don't do that. I don't like the look of this kind of stuff. I don't like looking at it. Weird tongue demons. That guy was all, bring him out, bring him out. The defense orders a command sends all villagers to Yoshiro's side to defend her together. Okay. I'm hitting R2. It's not... Okay. You guys with me here? Okay, yeah, all right. You're guarding your space, I guess. You can stun an enemy by depleting its resist gauge. Damage is increased. Okay. Get this fucker. Come on, man. Okay, having like what's basically an all units button makes this feel a little better, I guess. All right, I need to remember how to use rations. Oh, that's right. I block and hit square. That's right. Gross. I was like, do I have to walk her over there, or is that for me? Okay. Hey, I found one of these masks we were looking for. Hello? Man, I'm fucking tripping. I thought there were these woodcutters and this lady and this weird tongue monster, but it turns out I'm just out in the forest fucking flipping out. Yeah, DMT and salvia. I figured, why not? At the same time. Go out in the forest, make it happen. It's hard to remember. You got to do them in the right order, because once you do one, it's hard to remember to do the other one, because you're kind of busy, but repair work has been completed. Go approve the repairs. I see. I like what you've done here. No, this will not do. They're stoked. Woo! Yeah! Fucking rip it up, man! Look at this shit. Great, keep going. Oh, so you have to have 2 workers. It's not like you can just put one on it and have it take longer. I see. Like stuff just pops up. You're like, all right, that seems like it's meant to indicate the passage of time, but that's not a clock I can read, friend. Plaque rack. Plaque rack. Oh, yeah? I ain't got enough for it. Uh-huh. Huh. Okay. This guy's getting it done. A grove. Save some villagers. End some defilement. You know the routine. Yeah, this seems cool. I don't know. Like, it's, you know, presumably it ramps up. I mean, obviously, we only have 1 roll right now. Oh, I didn't go. I could have gone and spent some upgrade points to upgrade some rolls or whatever, huh? How do you see through that thing, dude? Come on. Wise to fully utilize your surroundings for battle by checking the stage layout on the mini-map in the bottom right, or you open the overview map. You can map legend. That's me. I'm a map legend. This. I feel like the map could just, you know, be a little more video gamey in terms of just like, hey, here's 3 pathways. Strike them to purify them. Okay. Let me purify you by beating you with my sword. How do you feel about wood cutting? I'm wasting time chasing this fucking thing. Barriers are hold to see them. They'll be destroyed. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. What does that mean when that shows up there? What can I do? What can I... Oh, is that meant to be a barrier? Like on its own? Or do I need to turn it into a barrier? Okay. Well, I guess let's get the lady walking. We'll save some numbers in case we find the rest of these villagers, because we Gotta turn them into woodcutters, man. I guess I'm getting more stuff all the time anyway. You should be over on the path here. We'll put you there for now, just so we don't lose track of you. If I were 2 more villagers, where would I hide? Are they even on this map? Okay, we got that. And I guess that's the gate. We got our woodcutters. We got our barrier. We got the lady. We got the gate. Wait. Are there 2 gates in this level? Is this a 2-gater? Oh, very nice.
GameCube.
Okay, so it looks like this is a 2. Looks like I gotta do this gate and then this gate. And then, is this our other villager? Or no, this is gonna be another one of these with another bonus item. Alright, you guys ready to fucking fight? You guys ready to fuck shit up? They're just standing around getting fucking psyched. Yeah, fuck yeah. Take my fucking axe, fucking slap, fuck yes. Kill these fucking monsters. Like this, over my head. Alright, okay, so this becomes a fun little barrier like that. I see. Where's our lady? She's there, okay. So do I not have my little all units attack defense stuff in regular levels? What, you think you're all like, I'm going down here? I was wondering if that was it there for a sec. Just over here jungling. Uh-oh. Hi. Yeah, you do that combo right. The forward moving, I believe, is a square triangle. Really just starts going for it. Wipe out a lot of these normal dudes at once. Oh, these guys will try to back off. That's right. A posse. We're getting balls. All right, lady. What I need you to do is walk over this way towards this freaking door. Oh, we lost some balls. That's okay. There's more balls where that came from. Yeah, I don't know. I'm this sword guy, and you know, I follow this lady around, and she dances her way. I tell her which way to walk, but she doesn't walk. She just dances her way over there. It's. I mean, it's a little weird. It's not weird, you know. But that's my job. This guy's got. Oh, he lost a little health, huh? I mean, I could heal him, but... You guys into watching this lady dance walk? Or, well, you know, you kind of... You feeling it? Why don't you guys go up there by the... Get a little closer to the miasma, if you will. Recover Yashia's health when purging a Torii gate between two areas of stage. Heal her wounds by keeping the drifting defilement core centered. It's cool that Capcom is making games like this. You know? Like, still, I guess is what I should say. The carpenter can be commanded to repair broken contraptions. It takes time, so try to start with plenty of time. Press circle near a contraption. Well, I don't have any carpenters. Oh, but I guess I can just do that anyway, huh? Okay, sure. We could use some balls. Hi. Oh, we have Archer. When did we get Archer? Uh-oh. Of course, this is where the flying ones that you could really use an archer for come into play. All right, she's sitting back here at the edge of these lanes where the lanes reconverge. So these guys are just going to fucking take mid. Can I do this at night? No. No nighttime defilements. Or undefilements. Thank you for the balls, boys. Yeah, well. So's that. Not always the easiest to line this up. There we go. That's not too bad. I don't know. This is a SOBA, a single-player offline battle arena. The genre is all the rage. So is there effectively only really 2 lanes here, I guess? Yeah, looking at the map, it doesn't look... Unless they can hop up this way somehow. Step off. Okay. Was there more defilement? Surely. Employ the villagers to remove obstacles. Well, I can maybe... I don't need to do that right now, I assume. No, what did I do there? We wanted to carve the spirit path. We did not. Where's the guy that's just a guy? You're just a dude, right? Oh, did I make you into a... Alright, you... We're going to be an archer now. Three of 6. Okay, I just was looking for the number. To see how many more weird things I needed to find. Oh, hi. Is the creepy shit on the map? Is the stuff I need to... Am I just missing it? Because I'm looking at the mini-map looking for stuff I need to... No, I guess it's not on the map because here it is here. I feel dumb. Like, you know, it's like a really small area, right? It's not like some large, like, oh, where? Oh, yeah, okay. Like, it should not be super hard to find the stuff I need to purge. Ta-da!
GameCube.
What do you think? Did we waste too much time? Should I just make... I'm going to make my stand here because... And we probably wasted too much time. With her standing there for her to make it to the door. I'll run up and get this and then... And then move those guys up. Demon seat. Starting sages with one more ration when I have like 13 of them now seems, okay, what do we need to do? We need to get these guys up here. We'll go woodcutter. Archer will have hang back a bit. Woodcutter. Woodcutter. But I don't think we'll make it. Right? I mean, that looks like nighttime over there on that meter. So let's just start the violence. At least she's behind a barrier. Oh, right, these flying fuckers. You're just walking around that barrier, huh? That's, I mean, that's what I would do. What? Hey, running? Fuck's up with that? Okay. That archer's doing archer stuff. Gotta give it to him. Guy's a little scooty patootie over there, sliding around. Creepy fucker. Ah, the miasma. I've got to get these balls, though. You, go to the door. Here, I'll wave my thing and then run. Do it like this, lady. I guess I don't really have anything else to do here. I mean, I could like heal up and heal everybody up, but she's gonna make it to the door. We're done. I could get some more balls. Yeah. Creepy head. This seems like a very fun little game. I don't know how long it is, but I mean little in the stages seem like a manageable size. I wonder how much bigger they get as you go. Well, I didn't get anything here. I would never do this. I would never want to go back and play these stages again. That much I'll say. And so now this is a base, and so now I can go in here and do rebuilding here as well, I suppose, huh? This feels like a game from a Capcom from long ago. Hey, can you get this? Hey, when do you pick this up? Like, I'm just the sword guy over here. You'd all be dead. Look. Check in at each base. I don't say that's like having to, like, if you're gonna have like a 10 or more bases or something, going and checking them all for bonuses seems like maybe a bit much. But can I unlock another one of these yet? What do I got to do this? Did I get another thing to equip here? Rakugo's vigor, increase the attack power and movement speed of villagers. Probably don't need the walking basket. This could be this could have a nice filter also of like stuff you have, instead of, hey, there's over 60 of these and you have 6 of them, and where are they? Like, category jump doesn't necessarily. And sorting sorts by favorite, not by ones you have. So it's default. So unless I favorite everything I have unlocked, that's not going to do it. I like their UI. I mean, I like the look of it, but it's you know, some of it feels a little form over function. We have, what's our archery upgrades look like here? There's a key and a lock around it, around the first one, and the other one had it up on the second. Oh, that's just probably where I am on the tree, right? Attack power, shooting rate, maximum health. 2 arrows, man. All right. This is a neat game. This is a nice experience. You know? Oh, I see. Sure, I'll take a Thunder Edge. Oh, you're not shy about it. You're like, hey, man. You pre-ordered this business. Hey, you want some Okami? You want some music from Okami in here? I get you. Neat. It's neat when video games are neat. Like I said, you know, tower defense, like that sort of thing is usually just not, you know, and I wonder how much bigger it gets, how much more complicated it gets, you know, if you're just like, hey, we've got like 12 villagers and we're putting 4 on this lane and they need to be archers because this is coming, and you know, how much you really need to micromanage that aspect of the game, or if you can just kind of idiot your way through it and go like, well, I've got a sword, I'll fucking murder him. Does the price tag feel, how much do they want for this thing? It's on Game Pass, so, you know, there's always that. $50. You know, that doesn't feel high to me. It just sort of depends on how long the game is. They talked about 11 masks. I got the first one there. So, you know, presumably there's at least another like 10 or 20 levels to that thing, because not every level is a boss fight. So yeah, I don't know. It depends on how much it evolves. You know, the basic sword attacks are fine and fun, but at the same time, the game has a slow, almost laid back feel to it. It's weird because you can cancel in and out of stuff. Like you can cancel into and out of your dodge pretty effectively. And so it does have a precision to it. It's not that it's slow and then sluggish. On top of that, it still feels snappy despite having this slower feel. And I wonder how much of that is just the camera angle makes the run speed seem like slower than it is, or whatever. But like for the level size and everything, that all feels appropriate. If they make the game 3 times, you know, if these stages become 4 or 5 times as large, and you're frantically trying to get back in time because your villagers got overrun, and you know, like those sorts of things, I would hate to have to redo an entire stage because of like one mistake you made 20 minutes earlier, of just like, oh, I should have put this villager here instead of here. Like that's the stuff about games like this that always kind of that I can find very off-putting, right? Is that thing of like, yeah, you fucked this up, and the decision you made a while ago, you kind of had no way of knowing, because they don't really, like some tower defense games will let you know, here are the types of units that are coming your way, right? And which lanes they're coming into in some cases as well. Serpic says if you die, you can go back to the start of the night. Okay. So that's not too bad then. Like if it's just the start of the night as opposed to like it's going to walk her all the way back to the start and you have to kind of do that whole thing, that's not too bad. So yeah, the thing I want from a game like that is I want it to be a little bit forgiving. And that's not to say that it shouldn't have, and you know, it does seem like it has, you know, it's got challenges, right? It wants you to pull things off to get the 3 bonuses at the end of the, you know, 3 stars or whatever they are, 3 origami birds. at the end of the level, and it should have that for people that want that sort of stuff. I don't want that sort of stuff. I don't need it, right? And so I don't want to be overly punished for being sloppy in a game like this, I guess is what I would say. That's the stuff I would find off-putting. If it's like, hey, you need to really be on your shit here and make sure that you've got both the action and non-action aspects of this game going exactly the way they need to go if you want to succeed. That's the sort of stuff that I would find off-putting in a game like this. But this feels loose, you know? This feels like, hey man, you've fucked around a little bit. Like, could you have done this more optimally? Obviously, yes. But you finished the level, so hey, go on. Let the lady dance some more in this level instead. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that's cool. But it depends, that's the sort of stuff that, you'd have to put another probably 6 or 7 hours into it to get a sense of how it's going to ramp up. But it's, yeah, like I said, I think it's got a really nice feel to it. Like better than I expected, I guess I would say. Like watching trailers and kind of getting a sense for what that game is and seeing the kind of out of combat stuff that they showed pre-release, I was kind of looking at it and going like, yeah, this doesn't really seem like my sort of thing. But it's cool. I don't know. I like it. I would say check it out. Yeah, I mean, maybe $50 is a lot of money in that specific context. Especially when it exists on Game Pass, there's sort of that feeling of like, what if instead, I assume it's on PC Game Pass and not just console. How do I even find that out anymore? I'm opening the Xbox app and it's all covered in red fire now because Call of Duty is here. Yeah, okay. There it is. Yes. You can indeed play it on a personal computer. It is not just on console Game Pass. Oh, I didn't realize Flintlock was also a Game Pass game. Interesting. Along with Flock. I'm never going to forgive them for calling a game Flock that isn't the Capcom classic Xbox Live Arcade release. Flock. With an exclamation point. Yeah, Dungeons of Hinterberg is on here as well. Yeah, I wonder, man. Like, so Call of Duty. Wow, are they selling it for different price on the Xbox app than they are on Steam right now? They absolutely are. So if you want to buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 - Standard Edition, oh, that's not even a sale price. That is 20% off because I am a Game Pass member. You can get it for $55.99. Or over here on Steam, it is $38.49. Huh. Or you could get the Vault Edition for $64.99, and that comes with more guns. You know how they do. Wow, I did not realize that Modern Warfare 3 had flipped to mostly negative on both all and recent reviews on Steam. Yeah, what are you going to do? I'm almost curious. Like, I almost want to. I'll probably mess around with the Xbox version. I was gonna say I almost want to install the PC Game Pass version just to load it up and see if it does anything differently, just out of curiosity. But whatever. They should just they should unlock Modern Warfare 2 on Game Pass also if they didn't, because it all comes out of the same launcher anyway. Like they should just turn that on. Yeah, and all the 360 Gay Vulture in the chat says they should just unlock all the Call of Duties. They should. But they also want to focus people around one game at a time, so I could see them doing that on a slower kind of basis. Like when they're having a slow month, they'll be like, hey, do you want to play a bunch of Black Ops 3? You can. Or whatever, you know. Which version gets you Rhea Ripley from the WWE? Yeah, that's the current one. That's this one. But you also have to buy the Battle Pass to get it. If you buy the Battle Pass, you get Rhea Ripley. But when they want to sell you Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio, they will sell those separately. I'm going to relaunch that real quick. I'm going to relaunch Call of Duty and just see if they've updated their store with the other characters, or if that's something that they're waiting for another day, because it was not clear. The blog post thing, the update they posted to Steam didn't make it seem like that those were mid-season updates or anything. Maybe I missed a sentence there, but I'm going to just relaunch Call of Duty real fast here and see if they put those other dopes into it. Cody Rhodes telling you that he's throwing a grenade. Cody Rhodes would like to let you know that he's reloading. I don't dislike Cody Rhodes. I really don't. But there is something about the nature of his character and the way he is playing it that is very easy to make fun of, I guess I would say. I don't know. These goddamn white meat baby faces. They've started a Call of Duty podcast, according to this. And I need to not hit a button on this screen because I want you to see what they're calling it. COD Pod. Introducing hashtag COD Pod. You know? You know? Sure. Whoa. Why is it asking me if I want to do this? No. I might play some Warzone. Just remind me later. I'm all right. Was that something where it was like, hey, you haven't played this in a long time? Do you want to uninstall it? That's weird. That's weird. But it's only 10 gigs. Like, who cares? If it was like 40 or 50 or something, well, whatever. I don't need the space either way. But okay, this has not been updated, so no Cody Rhodes yet. I'm curious. Let's just play one more quick round here with Rhea Ripley if we can, and see. If we can get some more dialogue since it crashed last time, or the match did a weird. I don't know. Like, it looks like Rhea Ripley. Maybe it's the hair. Maybe if the hair was down in the face, like in front of her face a little more or something, instead of tied back like that, because that's more. Like something, like most of this reads as Rhea Ripley just fine, but it's like there's something off about it that I'm like, you know, hair is hard. That's why they didn't put old school Triple H into this video game. Oh, I guess I leveled up that gun, huh? Oh, can I get in here and put something on it? Can I look at the stocks or decide if I need a new barrel? No, I don't want that. Oh. It does just look like fun. This looks nicer than Borderlands. Honestly, I was gonna say it looks just like Borderlands, but this is like this looks better than that in a lot of ways.
Capture and keep hold of the objective. Securing objective Alpha. Lost Bravo.
Throwing flash.
We're losing Alpha.
Again, she is not spoken.
On your six. We control Bravo. We're losing Charlie.
Contact in this area.
We're taking Alpha. Friendly Mosquito deployed. Securing objective Alpha. Enemy securing Bravo. Friendly UAV online. We're taking Charlie. We control Alpha. Bravo, get it back. Securing objective Charlie.
We've dropped some frames. So this is something I have not tested since the Twitch enhanced broadcasting thing has started up, and that's, you know, like with the way it works is you no longer set a bandwidth. It will just look at your setup and figure it out for you. And that's always a little weird if you're streaming an online video game and you are going to be using some video game bandwidth in conjunction with your streaming bandwidth. But it seems like it's running okay. But we did drop 300 frames on the stream, and we are seeing that packet loss indicator here and there. I should, in theory, have more than enough upstream bandwidth to do both of these things. This should not be an issue at all. But honestly, the reality of it is never quite what it seems like it should be on paper. Is AV1 encoding part of that test yet? No, they have not. It sounds like they will start with 265. They will start with a test of that at some point, and then do AV1 after that, is what I thought I heard. But that is not that's certainly not part of this. Like that, anyone can do this now on Twitch if you want to broadcast this way. It's just in the current. It's in the latest build of OBS. You can just do this now. So, hey. Oh, jeez. But yes, I am with you. I very much want to see some AV1 encoding. Yeah, she has not said a word, which is weird because with that we did that other match and she immediately started talking. She in fact cursed, and I got all excited. Oh, it's because I'm Woods in this match? Yeah, all right. Well, Woods should still be speaking. In fact, Woods being one of their own characters, I would think should be speaking even more. Some good shooting there on my part. feel like this gun is maybe, you know, maybe when I unlock some more attachments, I'll get it where it needs to be. But this just feels like it's taken one more bullet than I think it's going to take to kill. Good, good, good.
Enemy securing Charlie. We control Alpha. The enemy took Charlie. Securing objective Bravo. Hostiles launched a cruise missile. Taking Bravo. We're losing Alpha.
All right. Well, I don't know. Whatever. I'll finish the match because I don't like quitting, but this is not at all what I was hoping to.
Enemies taking Alpha.
The whole thing where the characters are broken up into two sides and stuff is also really frustrating as a skin purchaser, right? Because you're like, hey, I bought the Rhea Ripley skin. I want to see it. And then you're like, oh, in this match, I'm not her. I'm Frank Woods. I'm the other team. And you can only be her if you're on the right team. I understand the very, like, having a rough idea of like, oh, well, you know, you want to be able to identify those silhouettes and know that you're, you know, which team. But I don't think, like, is anyone looking at anyone like, oh, like, does anyone see a Rhea Ripley and go, oh, well, that's definitely on my team? They're not using that to identify teams, are they? No one's memorized which fucking characters are on which team. It's like, okay, in this match, I don't shoot any Nicki Minaj's. Like if they're playing hardcore or whatever. I mean, I guess that would, in hardcore, that would be a slightly more meaningful way to try to identify people, but like no one's doing that, right? So the idea that these characters need to be broken up into these sides is silly.
Enemies taking Bravo. Securing objective Alpha. UAV standing by.
Oh, hi. Yes, you can set a character for each team, and so so when I'm on this team, I'm Frank Woods. When I'm on the other team, I'm Rhea Ripley. And so that's how they do stuff like when they put out Cheech and Chong, they put Chong on the good guys team and Cheech on the bad guys team. Which, yeah. Wait, there's a guy right there. Well, there's a guy right there too.
We're taking Bravo. Securing objective Charlie.
So yeah, you know, that's frustrating. Again, but also, you know, like well, whatever. Who cares? I was gonna say the downside to that is that on launch day for a battle pass, you might end up with a game full of Rhea Ripleys. To which I say, that's what. Okay, good. What if everyone in the entire game was Rhea Ripley? That'd be fine. Who can? That's all right.
Return to base.
Anyway, Call of Duty is still Call of Duty. And now it's on Game Pass. Yeah, like I said, I wonder if you'll start seeing an influx of low-level players, or not. I wonder how many people are in that bucket, right? Of people who would be like, yeah, I'll play Call of Duty, but I'm not going to buy it. Like, is there a lot of people who are going to be like, I'm going to fucking, it's finally, here in late July, I'm going to get way into this year's Call of Duty game. Because it's on Game Pass, why did it just load right into another thing? All right, well, I think I'm Rhea Ripley this time, so let's at least...
Team deathmatch. Engage and destroy the enemy. We have taken the lead.
You'll check in with it now? Yeah, and yeah, I guess like a check-in sort of thing makes sense. Like, there are probably lapsed players who were just like, I'm not paying $70 for the same fucking game year in, year out, that, you know, that would find it more attractive now. I guess, and the number is certainly not 0. But I wonder how many... Some great shooting on my part here. I'm really getting it done. Yeah, does putting this on Game Pass immediately... does this immediately end X Defiance chances on Xbox? That's... You know, that's certainly something to that, I guess. Yeah, not talking. I don't know why. Like, that one match that we played... in the very first round, she said like 2 lines of dialogue, and then has not spoken since. It's just fucking broken. But at least that one round lets us know that they did record stuff. So when something gets fixed, presumably about dialogue or voice, you know, whatever voice thing is broken, we'll be able to check that out another day, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, this gun is not doing damage the way I want it to. Just feels like it takes one more bullet than whatever other assault rifles I had been using.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been a dialogue line right there about calling in a UAV. So presumably there's a bug. Woods Operator Pack Challenge 2.
Gaining ground. SAE standing by. Friendly stealth bomber inbound.
I never know where to put the jets. Not there. Not there, apparently. Yeah, good effect on target. We killed the person who called in the jets. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Like this on Game Pass, it's going to be an interesting. It's going to be interesting after all the, like, what has it been? Is it a year and a half, 2 years, or, you know, like, of talking about, hey, this is, you know, we're buying this, we're gonna, you know, like, all the stuff, all the lawsuit, all the court case stuff with the FTC and all the stuff in the EU, that, like, now it's finally, like, in a lot of ways, rubber meets the road time. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen with Call of Duty on Game Pass? People have been hand-wringing about this for so fucking long. It's hard for, you know, I don't know, because this game is because they're already so far into the cycle for promoting this year's, like, the next Call of Duty, nothing about this moment feels like a big deal to me. I guess I would say.
Uh-oh, look at Riptide! What an execution!
Okay. That's where they put the Michael Cole voice lines. That's very silly. That's very silly. That's funny. That's cool. You know. But I think that anyone that's like truly psyched about Call of Duty has bought it by now. You know, especially this year's game because it's been on sale a couple of times. And so people that are a little more price conscious about it have had their opportunity to get on board. And so, yeah, I don't know. I wonder, you know, like, I don't think that, you know, we'll know more when the next game comes out. When a brand new Call of Duty launches on Game Pass, that's like a more interesting data point than anything about this game this far into its year of relevance. Is it a bummer to talk about a video game as having a single year of relevance? Is that... Yeah, this game that costs just as much as, if not more than, any other game on the market is relevant for 12 months. Anyway, let's skip all this stuff and wrap it up. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I went a little long, but I do have to get going. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see when Black Ops 6 comes out. Like, what's that look like on Game Pass? What does that do in terms of people playing it on PlayStation or otherwise? Even then, you know, this far into it, I think it's a similar argument. But like, now we're this far into a console life cycle. People already bought a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox and made that decision. They're not going to jump ship just because the game's on Game Pass. And so it's almost, you almost have to wait until that reset of console hardware. When the next Xbox and the next PlayStation come out, does any of this sway anyone over from one side to the other? Anyway, have a good one, everybody. I'll see you soon.